He'll get this out to the left flat. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go, set.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd and 2. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll look to throw yet again. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
By Baron Browning. A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 40-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ready?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this only to about the 10.
On the jump. 79 Broncos. Set.
So we are through one on...
with no score.
Hold the ready. 7 Pirates. Let's go now. Hunt.
He'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second rounder. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Denver. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Okay, ready?
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Cowboy 80. Hut.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment.
Go.
Back to throw. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That's taken at about the 14, and he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A first down on a gain of 11.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game, Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give, he'll take a shot with Mims. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down. They'll look to throw. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
2nd and 7. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Moody's extra point is good. The Broncos move out on top, 14-0. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Down the field, he's got Burton. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Houston. The extra point, up and good. And the Texans are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going up top. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a 1st down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
1st and 10. They'll give on the ground. Not a whole lot there as he'll get to midfield, and that's all. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 26 yards. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. They go right back to Musgrave. He's got it again. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
On the set. Mustang 19. Set. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Texans. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. The extra point is up and through. And the Texans draw closer here. It's 21-14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tackle there by Will Anderson. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. This one skips the landing zone, goes all the way over the back line, so the ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
He connects with Mims. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been. And it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. He gets free. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Houston. The offense trying to extend the lead, but the defense, not only the takeaway, but Greg, the pick 6, and they can tie this thing up.
Yeah, and this game has been in the balance the entire way, and now for this defense to come up with this pick 6, they've got a decision to make now, finding themselves down by 1 here in the second half.
The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Texans will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. quickly it is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. They'll motion over Pierce. This drive will start on the ground, and this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And they're going to get the conversion here on 3rd down. He'll bring this up to the 33-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Now they'll set up to throw. A wide-open receiver downfield. This one is caught. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. Here for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That is pulled in by Musgrave. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go, set.
They'll stay on the ground. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Second down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Go! 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt. Lion, check, hurt. Ready?
They'll stick with him again. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Warrior 70.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is 3rd down. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Garrett Wiley. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
No problem there on the extra point, and the Texans go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Back to the air one more time. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He is in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60. 18, Pioneer. Viking, 18. Ready?
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment.
Ready.
Here comes 2nd down.
Set. 19 tight. 70, Timberwolf. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Go, Rick. Go. Check smash. Ready.
They'll run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, smash Bronco. Here we go. Shot. Street. Ready.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, check that. Street. Go. Check Bobcat.
They'll run here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front. And we could see the results.
All 3 timeouts left. How much that's going to matter remains to be seen. Here comes 1st and 10. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll stick to the ground. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
Here is 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Big Lion. Check go.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
Just an absolute clinic of putting together a drive, Mike, when you need it the most. And their ability to move the ball down the field, it worked the clock perfectly. They come away with that late touchdown, and more than likely, barring something crazy, a victory as well.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. They'll return this from the 10. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st down. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So it's a win here for the Texans. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.